Oh no. He is at full rage. He will not hesitate to kill me. Him losing Ashwin, losing control over the city means he has nothing to lose.
Mom, I'm scared.
I can't hold on for much longer. I'm about to be blown into space like I'm Neil Armstrong.
You want me to unleash my wrath? So be it. I will destroy everything and everyone, taking my brother away from me, and my power away from the city, infecting my net creation. There is nothing to lose anymore. Destruction is all I need.
We don't have a choice. We need to jump off of this building before it inevitably collapses.
That was too close for comfort.
Oh, my, no, 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 oh, my creation. I knew this was a mistake. If only I had known it would lead to this. I would never have executed Project Arcturus in the first place. We've lost everything, and now we may be the next victims.
Well, Mr. Scientist, you are the next victim. Don't you worry. You see, I know you are the one who awakened the beast. The human organs and flesh that you absorbed to create the metamorphosis mutilation. It gave me more power, and I couldn't thank you more. But I won't be the one who takes your flesh as a sacrifice.
Oh my, Heavenly Father, what is this thing? I have never seen something so fucked up in my life. I am out of here.
See, scientist? Look at what you have created. Your blood sacrifice is necessary for our full potential. You may end up just like your guy over there.
And just where do you think you are going?
What the fuck? So you're just going to ditch me? Finkelshits? I guess the name is fitting because you are full of shit. Well, I guess this is where my fate comes in. Maybe I deserve it. This is simply me suffering the consequences for my actions. I guess it makes more sense than anything, that I am destroyed by my own creation.
Who can stop us? The flesh, the organs, the mucus slop. It makes us invincible. My mission is almost complete. We must infect the entire world.
Dude, I wish you would stop underestimating the danger of this new virus. It is already 5 cases in South America. It is spreading quick and could potentially wipe out the human race.
And the worst thing about it all is that there may be no way to reverse the infection. I'm so glad I moved from California 10 years ago, but it seems this could spread out everywhere.
I'm thinking that maybe it's some form of jinn. I mean, remember how that Sons of Anderson cult managed to bring some dead guy back to life? And he turned into a red monster with telekinesis powers? They very well must be responsible for this virus outbreak. There is simply no other explanation.
So, Mr. President, I assume you have been hearing about the Project 2026 virus that is spreading all across the state of California, and there have now been 5 reported cases found within South America, and 15 within Las Vegas, Nevada. Hundreds of people are turning into zombies due to it being a contagious infection, and there were nuclear substances found within some of the slop. Do you believe this is a threat to not only American people, but potentially the rest of the world?
It is truly horrific. I know many residents from California, especially LA, who I hold dear close to my heart. I do believe it is a threat to the entire human race. All of those quote-unquote conspiracy theories seem to be true now. We are being invaded by aliens. And if we don't find a way to evaporate it, we are doomed. I've never seen anything like it before. I thought this stuff only happened in movies and TV shows. I highly advise people stay locked into their houses and do not leave. I will send some airstrike copters over to Los Angeles, California. I am very likely to consider a lockdown for all residents. Things are very risky at the moment.
Thank you for your input, Mr. President. It is important to keep American lives safe.
Holy Mother of Jesus, what is going on? What are these things?
The Project 2026. It's too late, Fred. The virus has spread. We are likely going to be infected if we don't find a way out of here.
Project what? No. You mean those fucking cult members succeeded in their plans of awakening some demented creature? How are we supposed to fight off something like that? It's already bad enough dealing with their Dark Lord.
Well, I did hear that Ashwin Salter is now dead, along with a few other cult members. Apparently one of those weird creature things skinned him and ripped out his internal organs. Some good news to finally hear, I guess.
Well, it's good to hear that son of a bitch is now dead. The world is better off without people like that. But we still have to somehow be able to fight off alien creatures, zombies, and an entire cult at the same time. Ugh. It just feels inevitable.
Yeah, that sure sounds complicated, but in order for that to happen, we first need to escape this prison.
We've tried to escape for months. What? You finally used your brain powers for something useful? No way. How did you?
Shh. It's not that difficult to pickpocket a cult member while he is sleeping, and then proceed to slit his throat afterward.
You know, Velma, as much as I mock you, I'm so thankful for you sometimes.
We were in on it too.
You know, Sharon, I really regret some of the things I said to my mother. It's like my pain wasn't letting me hear any explanation of hers.
We'll be able to help with that.
Whoa.
We just had to kill a cult member or two, but all is good. We need to help the informants.
Well, I'm glad you guys worked together to help us finally free from this prison we don't belong in, but how are we going to deal with this zombie alien outbreak?
Weapons will have to do for now. We don't have time. We must leave.
It just can't be real.
come you are back so early? I thought you and Jacob were going to help out some of the informants.
I was, but now? To hell with that. What I saw was just unreal. A fucking alien creature with such a demented allure. Ripped off human faces of dead people mutilated onto it. And organs? What the fuck did those Sons of Anderson people create?
Are you sure you weren't tripping on some strong substances? There is no way what you saw was real. This sounds like some script to a cringe-worthy horror film.
Braxton, you have seen those sickos resurrect Boris from the dead and turn him into an invincible warlord. You have seen William Afton form an army of minions, take over the city and turn the sky red. You have seen animatronics come to life and try to kill people. What makes you think what I saw isn't possible? I mean, it's already weird enough that they somehow managed to create a zombie alien infection from a science lab. Look, I know what I saw was real, and you may see it for yourself. I witnessed Vyond Salter, the leader, and a few other cult members being dismembered and skinned alive by those creatures. And want to know something else too? I believe that the American government has kept the Sons of Anderson cult a secret on purpose these past 2 decades. Same way they kept those Jeffrey Epstein files away from public sight for years. They protected corrupt politicians who work in office to this day, who were accused of trafficking and pedophilia. Since Vyond Salter's name was also found in those files. Unsurprisingly, what makes you think that this whole Project 2026 thing wasn't planned by the government? Remember when Bill Gates was talking about a second pandemic? Those motherfuckers planned COVID-19, and I find it oddly suspicious how Donald Trump and others in office, including the Federal Bureau of Investigation, have failed to stop this from exploding. Conspiracy theory? I'm not so sure about that. You think I trust this government for even a second? They protected Vyond's cult for years. And the president wants to talk about sending airstrike copters here? Bullshit.
It may sound crazy at first, but it begins to make sense. I never trusted this government myself. This white supremacist system that we live under. The president himself has been appointed twice, and yet has dozens of accusations of molesting children. They protected the most prolific sexual predator in history. They protected William Afton until he was finally finished off, and then failed to identify or act against a cult taking over an entire state. Dude, this Sons of Anderson has had power over our state for the past 1.5 years. And what has the government done? Nothing. They have simply allowed us to be terrorized.
Once you learn the truth, you will never be the same. Again.
Uni Foster here, and I am here to expose the truth about the Project 2026 virus, and not only the Sons of Anderson, but also the government's involvement with it. Now, I must be absolutely careful what I say in this video, as it could get me killed. But let me begin. The Sons of Anderson are a cult I'm sure you're all aware of by now. They have been around since about the late 90s to early 2000s. They were found on resurfaced dark web videos, many of which are up to 15 years old, doing unspeakable things to their victims. Vyond Francois Salter, the leader, recently died after being brutally annihilated by one of the alien creatures. Now I am going to give my reasons as to why I believe that the American government were involved in protecting Vyond's cult from the public for all these years. As we all have heard, the Jeffrey Epstein scandal exposed the elites and the corrupt American government. Many millions of files are still yet to release, and we have recently found evidence of Vyond Salter being seen with Epstein, and there are emails between the two that have released. This puts into question whether or not the FBI were actually taking this situation seriously. It seems that Vyond and his messed up cult were also protected. Why else would the government sit back and watch Vyond's cult destroy Los Angeles, destroy California, and not do anything about it? No SWAT team? No airstrike copters? Seems very suspicious. Pretty fucked up, right? Well, that's not even the icing on top of the cake. There is an exchange between them found in some files that date back to 2016, talking about a potential alien invasion. As you may have also just seen, Epstein admits to working with William Afton, the prolific child predator who terrorized many back when Fazbear Entertainment was still around. The exchange about a potential alien creature with human body parts mutilated onto it is exactly what we have been seeing in the city of LA. This was planned as long as 10 years ago. The American government's silence on these issues, as well as hiding files, where Ashwin clearly admits to some of his crimes, and the existence of his cult with a planned alien invasion, connects the dots. This was a protected and hidden sadistic group of people who worked with powerful elites, CEOs and billionaires to satisfy their depraved desires. We are truly in the end times, brother.
It's Haley Bren, guys. And I'm showing you. It's real, the sky is purple. God, I swear I have every reason to leave California all the time. There are aliens and other crazy shit flying around. Zombies? It is horrific. And I think this may be the end of our world as we know it.
I am scared. What if I get infected by one of those things?
Don't worry, everyone. I called Terry about an hour ago. The private jet should be outside the palace by now. We will head all the way back to London. We will be much safer far away from here.
Not so tough now, are you, Ed? Don't for a second think that you can outsmart the man who knows gin more than anybody else.
Your ego will lead to your downfall. I will never let you get away with hurting my people.
That's real cute, you know. It only took a strike of lightning to finish you. You are fragile and weak. Nobody cares about your magical growth spurts. It won't matter if you don't even have your head on top of your shoulders.
None of you guys will have your heads above your shoulders, so you'd better look out while you still can, because you are about to feel some, let's just say, tingles.
It wasn't a bad dream.
No, and it seems like this could really be the end. My powers won't work because of the anti-gin material in the ropes. It feels inevitable. Again.
You know, we have been through many situations similar to this, where things felt inevitable and hopeless, and what happened? We got out of it. Enough with the hopeless mindset. We literally went through hundreds of minions invading a city. Even recently, we were trapped next to a bunch of dragons in an arena. We escaped. Our aircraft was hit with airstrikes. We were on the verge of death. What happened? Caillou unlocked his powers and we almost got away. Stop thinking like a bitch and giving up. Some way, somehow, we will get through this.
You have a good point. We have come so far and our heads haven't been detached yet. We have managed to outsmart this cult for the better part of a year. Eventually, we might be able to get out alive, even if things seem impossible at the moment.
Any of you got some water?
No. But by the way, where is Carla?
If there is one thing I've learned, it's that the people closest to you often hurt you the most. I should have always known something was off about you. Siding with the djinn. The enemy? That's a new low.
You fucked up real bad. You know that, right? After we are done decapitating those freaks, you are also on borrowed time. We are going to completely chop you up.
There is a dragon lair up above, the most powerful djinn dragon of them all, and if I can absorb its power, we will be invincible. However, I need another djinn to help me tame it. I can't go alone, so we may need to get back to the desert.
Let us accompany you, so you're not outnumbered. We'll make sure none of them try to escape.
There's another one of you. The moment is about to come. Monglo, go and grab the axe.
You know, it's funny how you claim Jinn people to be so evil and wicked, yet here you are trying to chop off people's heads, most of whom aren't even descendants. And you're sadistic, you manipulate your cult members to do evil. How do you know they even want to do these things? They are simply slaves. That's why Karloff turned his back on you, especially after what he told us he found in that treasure chest you hid. You almost poisoned them with your dragon soup. And you are very disrespectful to them. Hearing the way you treat your own loyal people is beyond reprehensible. If all Jinn were evil, how come we were trying to empathize with you instead of turning into demons and banishing you? Make that make sense. Once your cult members complete the pieces to the puzzle, they will begin to realize who you truly are, and the only person that you care about is yourself.
Shut it! Shut your mouth at once! You have no clue what you are talking about. Who are you trying to deceive my people?
Monglo, take the axe and remove his head at once. I have heard enough.
Your time is up, loudmouth.
Ah, you still can.
My final chat. Goodbye, Granddad. Goodbye, Dad. Goodbye, Grandma. You're all invited. Jeffrey also lives here.
Then I would let all the good.
I snuck out without Tim noticing.
Wait.
Life isn't easy if you ever feel like giving up. Remember why you started. I remember it all. Let my friends go. Now.
Never. Stop him.
What did I tell you guys? Don't lose hope.
Wow. Ah yes. Caillou is back. He is so back.
You still think that puny Shirkai chime isn't something I can clear instantly? I know more about you Jinns than you know yourselves.
I know your sick and twisted plans. You want to awaken Shinkansha? You know she gets angry when her rest is disturbed. Stay away.
Wait, who is Shinkansha?
Shinkansha is the eldest, most powerful Jinn dragon in existence. I honestly thought she was way extinct. It may end very ugly if Andre tries to awaken her. She has been resting for what I assume has been 9 decades.
I can't let you get to that dragon. Or hurt my friends.
And who's gonna stop me? You. Your little friends are tied up at the moment. It's not looking like everything will go to plan.
I am more powerful than I've ever been.
How come you guys aren't helping him?
This is his battle to fight. And I don't know if I want to work for the Andre anymore.
Yeah, on father examination, he's kind of a fucking asshole.
Telekinesis. I've had enough of your shit.
No.
Lead me to the Shinkancha. I want the Jin power for myself. I know you know where it is. Lead me there, or your head will become a prop. Nothing is stopping me from slicing you in half at this moment.
Caillou. No. You can't.
I'm sorry, but I'm left with no other choice. Don't worry. I will come back.